a lot of people got in trouble. It's pretty much what started the Great Recession, 07, 08, 09, as a lot of these loans, their introductory period was ending, and people that had gotten qualified on loans went from having a payment that they could afford every month to their payments doubling or tripling every month. Let's see. I started it 3 years ago, kind of around when all the COVID stuff started.
Okay.
I started to, in my early 30s, started to learn a little bit about just some basic investing principles and budgeting and saving and just basic financial literacy stuff. It's about ways that they can start, I mean, even as kids before they turn 18, ways that they can start improving their credit score, because a lot of, like, that's an area. I got my first credit card at 21. Didn't know anything. It was kind of like and a lot of people, credit cards are taboo subjects. It's, you know, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. So I explain it to the kids. It's no different than a weapon or anything else that could be dangerous. You know, if you use it wrong, it could cause you a lot of harm. If you use it correctly, there's a lot of benefits to it. They need the information more than anybody else does. Like I said, I know that they're not learning this in school. And from the conversations I've had with the kids, when I bring up a concept, has anyone ever heard of this? They might have heard some of the words before, but they don't know what any of the words actually mean. Like, yeah, I've heard the word investing. Okay, what does that mean? What is the stock market? And they can't give an answer. They don't know. They can't explain interest. So it's like, if they're not learning these things at home, they're probably not, you know, learning it on social media. They're probably just looking at TikTok dances or, you know, football highlights, stuff like that. They're the ones that need the information. My bigger goal is to get them basic financial concepts that they need to be successful adults, so they don't get themselves hopefully into a bunch of debt or bad problems as things go on. I'm going to work in something new that I haven't done, like an actual budgeting example, and have them fill out a budgeting sheet. It's something we're going to do the last week of summer, so they can get a sense of what is it going to be like when I have a job, I get X amount coming in, I need to set aside money for each of these things. So that's kind of the next step for us. We, you know, haven't had a player that's gotten NIL money. If it would have come around a few years earlier, I would imagine Najee would have gotten a pretty substantial NIL package. So that topic would come up. So definitely ready for it when we get a player of that caliber that somebody's offering some big bucks for. But I think just focusing more on just general, broad financial concepts that they need to understand, but just teaching them, you know, how a credit card, if used correctly, can impact their credit score, which is going to help them in the long run in terms of buying a house, car, whatever you want, saving them all that money that they get with a better credit score, but also some of the perks if you use it correctly, for things like free or discounted travel, flights, hotels, stuff like that. And then I'm going to show this word right here. It's kind of small fun. Amortization schedule. Okay, it's a big fancy word that basically means your repayment schedule.
Doing something. Do you follow the same course every summer? So is it the same, like, here's, you know, week 1 is going to be this topic, week 2 this topic? Same exact schedule? Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that changed this year is we gave them some more off time the week of 4th of July, with it falling so close to a Monday. But otherwise, yeah, I have to, like I said, it kind of ties where the lessons stack up on each other, where past concepts tie in. So there's kind of a flow to it, and then I usually finish up the summer with what I call Best of Money Mondays, where it is just one slide that correlates to each of the past lessons.
What do you feel as is the response from the students? Like, have they come up to you and say, thank you for this, like, just even past classes? Have they kind of given any feedback on it?
Yeah, it's pretty common right now, as we've had a couple cycles of kids that have graduated through it. Last year being our second year, we had that senior group had 2 years of being in Money Mondays. So the concepts that second year really kind of sink in. They remember stuff we talked about from the previous year. So I've had kids, you know, before graduation, or even after graduation, players from last year's team text me, hey coach, how do I set up my Roth IRA? What should I do for this? Actually, a kid on the team texted me over the weekend, hey coach, I was thinking about investing in this. Should I open up this account or should I open up this kind of account?